Imagine a place where the air smells of freshly roasted coffee and the horizon is a canvas of emerald green mountains meeting two different oceans. This is Colombia, a country that has transformed into one of the most exciting and welcoming destinations on the planet. From the peaks of the Andes to the heart of the Amazon rainforest, every corner of this nation tells a story of resilience, beauty, and soul. Colombia is the only country in South America with coastlines on both the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. It is also the second most biodiverse country in the entire world, holding 10% of the Earth's species within its borders. Here, you will find the world's tallest palm trees, reaching 60 meters into the sky, and a river that looks like a liquid rainbow. Whether you are looking for colonial history, modern urban energy, or a deep connection with nature, Colombia offers an experience that feels like a dream you never want to wake up from. In this series, we are going to explore the magic of this incredible country. We will dive into the colorful streets of its historic towns, trek through ancient ruins older than Machu Picchu, and dance in the salsa capital of the world. Get ready to discover why the only risk in visiting Colombia is wanting to stay forever. Step into a living museum where history breathes through every stone and every colorful balcony. Cartagena's Old Town, known as the Walled City, is the crown jewel of the Caribbean coast and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Surrounded by 11 kilometers of massive stone defensive walls, this area was once the most important port in the Spanish Empire. Built over 200 years to protect vast treasures from pirate attacks. As you wander through the narrow cobblestone streets, you will be surrounded by colonial architecture painted in vibrant shades of yellow, pink, and blue. Look up to see the iconic wooden balconies overflowing with bright purple bougainvillea flowers. The heart of the Old Town is the clock tower, or Torre del Reloj, which serves as the original and most famous gateway into the city. Just inside, you will find lively plazas like the Plaza de los Coches, where the air is filled with the rhythm of street performers and the scent of local sweets. One of the most powerful sights here is the presence of the palenqueras. These women, dressed in the colors of the Colombian flag, balance bowls of tropical fruit on their heads with incredible grace. They are a living symbol of the city's Afro-Caribbean roots and heritage. For a deeper look into the past, you can visit the Palace of the Inquisition or the San Pedro Claver Church, each telling a different chapter of the city's complex story. As the sun begins to set, there is no better place to be than on top of the ancient walls themselves. Deep in the northern coast of Colombia, where the emerald foothills of the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta meet the turquoise Caribbean Sea, lies the breathtaking Tayrona National Natural Park. This is a place of profound natural beauty and spiritual significance, covering over 15,000 hectares of land and sea. It is not just a destination, it is a sacred territory for the indigenous communities of the region who consider this land the heart of the world. To experience Tayrona is to embark on a journey through diverse ecosystems. As you hike along the tropical forest trails, you might hear the deep roar of howler monkeys or spot the tiny endangered cotton-top tamarin leaping through the canopy. The park is home to over 300 species of birds and a rich array of wildlife that thrives in this protected sanctuary. The air is thick with the scent of salt and earth, and the landscape is dotted with massive, ancient volcanic boulders that look like they were placed there by giants. The most famous site in the park is Cabo San Juan del Guia. This iconic beach features two mirror-image bays separated by a rocky point, topped with a traditional wooden hut where you can sleep in a hammock under the stars. Nestled in the lush Aburrá Valley of the Andes Mountains, Medellín is a city that has undergone one of the most incredible transformations in modern history. Once known for its difficult past, it is now celebrated globally as a hub of innovation, resilience, and art. They call it the City of Eternal Spring because of its perfect year-round climate, with temperatures that feel like a pleasant afternoon in May, no matter when you visit. The best way to see the city's layout is from above, using the metro cable system. These cable cars were the first in the world to be used as mass transit for the public, connecting the steep mountainside neighborhoods to the valley floor. As you glide over the orange tiled rooftops, you get a panoramic view of a city that is vibrant, green, and full of life. In the heart of the city, you will find Plaza Botero. This massive open-air park is home to 23 bronze sculptures donated by the world-famous artist Fernando Botero. These larger-than-life, exaggerated figures are iconic to Medellín and provide a playful, creative energy to the historic center. Right next to the plaza is the Museum of Antioquia, where you can dive deeper into the rich artistic heritage of the region. High in the Andes Mountains, at over 2,600 meters above sea level, lies Bogotá, the beating heart of Colombia. This sprawling metropolis is a place of dramatic contrasts, where gray clouds often dance over red brick buildings and lush green peaks. It is a city that invites you to slow down, put on a light jacket, and explore a rich tapestry of history, art, and urban culture. The soul of the city can be found in La Candelaria, the historic colonial center. Walking through these cobblestone streets feels like stepping back into the 19th century. You will find grand mansions with heavy wooden doors, hidden courtyards, and some of the most impressive street art in South America. At the center of it all is the Plaza de Bolívar, a massive square surrounded by powerful landmarks like the Primatial Cathedral and the Palace of Justice. It is a place where history has been written and where locals gather today among hundreds of pigeons and the soft calls of street vendors. For a true sense of the ancient world, you must visit the Gold Museum. It houses the largest collection of pre-Hispanic gold in the world, with over 55,000 pieces. A short drive from Medellín brings you to Guatapé, arguably the most colorful town in the entire world. This village is famous for its bright, hand-painted bas-reliefs called zócalos that decorate the lower half of every building. These carvings tell the story of the family living inside, depicting everything from sunflowers and sheep to bread and classic cars. Walking through the streets feels like walking through a giant, open-air coloring book where every corner offers a new explosion of vibrant color. Just a few minutes away stands the mighty rock of Guatapé, or El Peñol. This massive stone monolith rises over 200 meters out of the surrounding landscape. To reach the top, you must climb 740 steps built into a natural crack in the rock face. It is a challenging journey, but the reward is a 360-degree view of a breathtaking turquoise lake. This lake is actually a man-made reservoir that winds through the green hills like a giant watery puzzle, creating hundreds of tiny islands and peninsulas. Deep in the heart of Colombia's coffee region lies the Cocora Valley, a place so surreal it feels like it was plucked from the pages of a fantasy novel. This valley is the primary home of the Quindío wax palm, the national tree of Colombia, and the tallest palm species on the entire planet. These slender, silver-colored giants can reach heights of up to 60 meters, stretching their leafy crowns toward the clouds that frequently roll through the emerald green mountains. Your journey to the valley usually begins in the nearby town of Salento, where you hop into a colorful vintage Jeep known as a Willy. Standing on the back of one of these Jeeps as it winds through the Andean foothills is a classic Colombian experience. Once you arrive at the valley entrance, you are greeted by a landscape of rolling hills that are an unbelievable shade of green, dotted with thousands of these prehistoric-looking trees. There are two main ways to explore this natural wonder. You can take a short walk directly to the most famous viewpoints to stand among the palms, or you can embark on a 5-hour loop hike that takes you through diverse ecosystems. This longer trail leads you through dense cloud forests, where the air is cool and misty. Often called the father of the Quindío region, Salento is a charming colonial town that feels like a place frozen in time. It is the heart and soul of Colombia's coffee culture, located high in the mountains where the air is fresh and the hills are an endless shade of emerald green. This town is not just a gateway to the mountains, it is a destination where the pace of life slows down to the rhythm of a pouring cup of coffee. The town is famous for its architecture, featuring whitewashed buildings made of traditional bejereke, a mix of wood and clay, decorated with doors and window frames in every bright color you can imagine. The most iconic street is Calle Real, where you can walk past artisan shops selling handmade leather goods, colorful ponchos, and local jewelry. At the end of this street, you can climb over 200 colorful stairs to reach the Alto de la Cruz viewpoint. From there, you get a bird's-eye view of the town's red-tiled roofs on one side and the misty green valleys on the other. As the center of the coffee axis, Salento is the best place to learn the journey of a coffee bean from the soil to your cup. To truly understand the spirit of Medellín, you must see it from the sky. The Medellín Metro cable is not just a way to get around. It is a world-famous symbol of how a city can use technology to bring people together. Before this system was built, people living in the steep mountainside neighborhoods had to spend over 2 hours climbing narrow stairs and winding roads just to reach the city center. Today, those same journeys take less than 15 minutes in a smooth, quiet cable car. Medellín was the first city in the entire world to use heavy-duty cable cars as a part of its daily public transit system. There are now 6 different lines that stretch across the valley like giant silver threads. As your gondola lifts off the ground, the noise of the city fades away. Replaced by a bird's-eye view of a sea of orange-tiled roofs and narrow streets that seem to defy gravity. From up here, you can see how the city is cradled by the massive green peaks of the Andes. One of the most popular routes for visitors is Line K. It takes you from the Acevedo station up to Santo Domingo, a neighborhood that has been completely transformed by the arrival of the cable car. Once known as one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the world, Comuna 13 has become a global symbol of hope and social transformation. This hillside community in Medellín did not just change its story. It rewrote it through art, music, and community spirit. Today, it is a vibrant explosion of color and energy that welcomes thousands of visitors who come to witness the power of human resilience. The most famous feature of this area is the set of giant outdoor escalators that climb the steep mountainside. Before these were built, residents had to climb the equivalent of 28 stories on foot every single day. Now, these orange-roofed escalators allow people to move freely and safely, connecting the neighborhood to the rest of the city. Riding them gives you a unique perspective of how the houses are built one on top of the other, creating a dense and beautiful urban landscape. As you walk along the winding paths and terraces, you are surrounded by some of the most impressive street art in the world. Almost every wall is covered in massive, colorful murals that tell the history of the community. These paintings represent the pain of the past, the strength of the mothers of the district, and the bright dreams of the youth. As the oldest surviving city in Colombia and the second oldest in South America, Santa Marta is a place where deep history meets the wild beauty of the Caribbean. Founded in 1525, this coastal gem sits at the base of the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. The highest coastal mountain range in the world. It is a city of incredible geographical extremes, where you can look out over turquoise tropical waters and, on a clear day, see the snowy white peaks of the mountains rising nearly 6,000 meters into the sky. The historic heart of the city is centered around the Cathedral of Santa Marta. This stunning white building was the first church ever built in continental America. It is a place of great pilgrimage and national pride, as it served as the original resting place for the great liberator, Simón Bolívar. To walk through the nearby colonial streets is to travel back in time, past vibrant buildings and hidden plazas like the Parque de los Novios, which comes alive at night with local music and the laughter of people enjoying fresh seafood under the stars. Just a short drive from the city center is the Quinta de San Pedro Alejandrino. Hidden deep within the dense jungles of the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta lies the Lost City, or Ciudad Perdida. Built by the Tayrona people around the year 800, this ancient archaeological site is over 600 years older than Machu Picchu. For centuries, it was swallowed by the rainforest and known only to the indigenous tribes of the mountains, until it was rediscovered by treasure hunters in the 1970s. Today, it stands as one of the most mysterious and spiritually powerful places in all of South America. To reach the Lost City is a true test of spirit and physical strength. There are no roads or trains here. The only way in is a challenging 4-day trek through the humid jungle. You must hike through rushing rivers, climb steep mud paths, and endure the heat of the tropical sun. Along the way, you will pass by small indigenous villages where the descendants of the Tayrona still live in traditional round huts, dressed in white robes that symbolize the purity of nature. Their presence is a reminder that you are a guest in a sacred land that has been protected for over 1,000 years. The climax of the journey is the climb up 1,200 ancient moss-covered stone steps. Just a short boat ride away from the historic walls of Cartagena lies the Rosario Islands, an archipelago of 27 small coral islands that look like a scattering of emeralds on a turquoise silk sheet. This is a place where the water is so clear, you can see the white sand and colorful reefs from the surface. And the only sound is the gentle lapping of the Caribbean Sea. These islands are part of a protected national park created to preserve one of the most important coral reefs in the country, and they offer a perfect escape into a tropical dream. Each island in the archipelago has its own unique personality. Isla Grande, the largest of the group, is a maze of lush mangroves and hidden inland lagoons. You can paddle a kayak through narrow tunnels of trees where the water is calm and the air is filled with the calls of tropical birds. For those looking for a lively atmosphere, there are islands like Cholon, famous for its boat parties where travelers gather to dance and enjoy fresh seafood while standing waist-deep in the warm ocean. At the extreme northern edge of the continent, where the orange sands of the La Guajira deserts collide with the deep blue of the Caribbean Sea, you will find Punta Gallinas. This is the northernmost point of South America, a remote and windswept landscape that feels like the very edge of the world. Getting here is an adventure in itself, involving hours of travel in 4x4 vehicles across trackless desert plains, past giant cacti and salt flats. But the reward is a view of untouched natural beauty that few travelers ever get to see. The highlight of this region is the Tayrona dunes. These massive mountains of golden sand rise high above the coastline, creating a dramatic wall between the desert and the ocean. One of the most exhilarating experiences in Colombia is standing at the top of these dunes and running down the steep slopes until you splash directly into the warm waves of the sea below. Nearby, the Punta Gallinas lighthouse stands as a simple but powerful monument. Marking the exact spot where the South American continent finally ends. This land is the ancestral home of the Wayu people, the largest indigenous group in Colombia. In the remote heart of the Sierra de la Macarena National Park, you will find a place that seems to defy the laws of nature. This is Caño Cristales, a destination often called the Liquid Rainbow or the most beautiful river in the world. For most of the year, it looks like any other crystal clear Andean stream. But for a few short months, it transforms into a breathtaking explosion of color that you have to see to believe. This incredible natural phenomenon is caused by a unique aquatic plant called Macarenia clavigera. When the water level is just right and the tropical sun hits the riverbed, these plants turn a brilliant shade of crimson red. Combined with the yellow sand, the green moss, the black of the ancient rocks, and the deep blue reflection of the sky, the water appears to flow with 5 distinct colors. It is a fragile and rare ecosystem that exists nowhere else on Earth in such a magnificent display. Reaching this hidden gem is an adventure for those who truly want to get off the beaten path. Since there are no roads leading directly to the river, you must fly into the small town of La Macarena.